A dog can detect frequencies and subtle movements far beyond the range of human hearing. Their ears function like biological satellite dishes, pivoting independently to track distant sounds. But that specialized hearing comes with a structural vulnerability. Unlike a short, horizontal human ear canal, a dog's canal takes a sharp 90-degree dive into a deep L shape. When water or debris enter, gravity pulls them down. Trapped by that bend, the debris cannot naturally migrate out, accumulating at the bottom. Trapped moisture creates a dark, warm incubator. Microbes like Malassezia yeast and bacteria rapidly divide and multiply, feeding on the rich supply of trapped wax. Most conventional treatments try to mask these symptoms with antibiotics or suppress the inflammation with steroids. But if you only treat the swelling and leave the physical trap untouched, the microbes simply grow back the moment the medication wears off. A chronic ear infection is a disrupted ecological microenvironment. To resolve it, you have to systematically rebalance the oral climate. The first step in botanical healing is phase 1, the pH reset. Before any tissue can heal, we have to change the local chemistry so pathogens can no longer survive. This pH scale overlaying the canine ear canal illustrates the process. Pathogenic yeast thrives in a neutral to slightly alkaline environment. By introducing a 1-to-1 mixture of water and raw apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid shifts the local pH, creating a highly acidic zone that halts microbial reproduction. But getting the liquid down there is only the beginning. You have to perform the swish and squish. Massaging the base of the ear churns the solution, using fluid dynamics to break up the impacted debris trapped deep at the bottom of the L curve. Never use a cotton swab to do this. A Q-tip acts like a ramrod in a musket, compacting the debris even tighter against the delicate eardrum and making the trap worse. Shifting the oral pH and physically dislodging the deepest impacted wax is the mandatory foundation of oral care. Without this reset, topical treatments will simply sit on top of the debris, unable to reach the infected tissue below. Once the ear is cleared and the climate is reset, we move to phase 2, actively combating the remaining microbial overgrowth using targeted botanical agents. For fungal infections, coconut oil is highly effective. It contains lauric acid, a medium-chain triglyceride. These specific lipid molecules physically insert themselves into the membrane structure of a yeast cell, causing the cell wall to rupture and dissolve. For bacterial overgrowth, we use Oregon graperoot. It's rich in berberine, an alkaloid that disrupts the specific enzymes bacteria use to replicate. By targeting these microbial metabolic pathways, it provides broad-spectrum control while leaving the dog's own tissue cells undisturbed. With the pathogens neutralized, phase 3 focuses on repair. Vulnerary herbs, plants specifically known for wound healing, like mullein and calendula, are infused into gentle carrier oils. They soothe the raw tissue, neutralize residual inflammation, and stimulate cellular regeneration. It is vital to use these safe, whole plant infusions rather than pure essential oils. Products like 100% tea tree oil are toxic to dogs. The skin within a dog's ear is highly vascularized and thin, allowing lipid-soluble compounds to move directly through the barrier. Highly concentrated isolates from essential oils absorb rapidly into the bloodstream, where they can attack the dog's liver and central nervous system. Gentle, whole plant extractions provide the exact chemical balance needed to repair damaged tissue. They deliver antimicrobial benefits without the systemic toxicity of highly concentrated chemical isolates. Topical treatments solve the immediate crisis, but a recurring ear infection is rarely an isolated problem. Often, the ear is acting as the body's exhaust pipe, venting a much larger systemic issue. Veterinarians call this the gut-ear axis. A direct biological pathway connects the digestive tract to the ear canal. High-starch diets fuel yeast in the gut. Multiplying yeast migrate through this systemic pathway, eventually pooling and blooming in the dark L shape of the ear canal. To break the cycle of infection permanently, you have to starve the yeast at the source by removing processed starches from their diet. This stops internal overgrowth from reseeding the ear, allowing topical treatments to finish the job. True oral health requires an inside-out approach, harmonizing systemic nutrition with natural botanical ear rinses. This dual approach resolves the underlying ecological imbalance, ensuring your dog enjoys a lifetime of clean, comfortable, and pain-free ears.